Hello, this is VillaBraves and welcome to Season 2 of my Leeds United FIFA 16 career mode. So as you can see, I'm already right at the first fixture of the second season, and I didn't want to go through bring you all the goings on with the transfers and preparations and pre-season tournaments. I just wanted to get to the start of the season and give you basically a quick précis update as to what went on. So as far as transfers go, I still have two ongoing at the moment that I'm looking to bring these two guys in on loan. One is a left midfielder, Gary Gardner is a central defensive midfielder. Okay, so players that have joined the club. I have Tom Huddleston, I have Ukra, Ndoye, Caballero, Ambrose is on loan, and yes, I sold Antonucci. Despite the fact that he was my best forward last season, I've got these two guys in. Ambrose is a young kid. I've got him for a 2-year loan period. This kid looks promising. Wood is young. Irwin was still young. He's still young. So I felt, time to move on from Antonucci because he's like 32 now. So bring a bit more younger players in. I've had numerous requests for Silvestri and Antonucci that I denied to start with until I got cover in the striker, and then I got rid of Antonucci. I did look at bringing in Leon Britton from Swansea because he was relatively cheap, but they wanted far more than he was worth. I did try and get Rudy Gestede. Villa accepted an offer, but he felt that the Championship was not prestigious enough for him, so he stayed put. I tried to get this guy here, but that didn't work out, and also this guy. Now, I don't understand why in the list here, part of the deals that I did do, the deal I did for Ukra, saw Cottrell go the other way, so I don't understand why that doesn't show Cottrell as departing the club. And also the deal for Caballero saw Ducara going out the opposite way, so again I don't understand why those don't list here. But so Cottrell, although I only bought him in the January transfer window in season 1, he wasn't doing it for me. I mean, he just wasn't as good as I thought he was going to be. So I bought in this guy Ukra. So that's the ins and outs so far. Like I say, I have these two ongoing. We'll see how those go. As you can see there, it says that the club are reviewing the offer. Same with Gary Gardner. Okay, so Ukra, I bought him in, and wouldn't you know it, he gets a training injury, suffers a broken tailbone, and will now be out for 4 months, which just really made my day when I saw that. So that's why I'm looking at that other young wide player, although he's a left player, trying to bring him on loan, and I'll try and go along with what I've got at the moment. I do still have a pretty good wage budget left, or a transfer budget left. I've still got sort of 3.5 million, but I don't feel the necessity just to spend it for spending's sake. I am going to carry on looking for players, and if something comes up that I like, if a player becomes available or that I can get that's reasonable and I can do it, then I'll do it. But I'm not just going to spend it for spending's sake. So anyway, just going back to the pre-season tournament. Okay, so we took part in the pre-season tournament. We beat Bari 3-1 in the first game. We drew 1-1 with Las Palmas, and then we beat Lech Poznan, Poland 2-1. So we advanced to the semi-finals, where we drew 2-2 with Frosinone of Italy, but we went through on penalties. And then we played FC Lorient in the final, which we drew 0-0, but we won that on penalties. So we actually won our European tournament, which basically the 3.5 million that I still have in the transfer budget is the prize money from that tournament. So that's where we are. Sorry, just goes back to the calendar. So we're opening the season away at Queen's Park Rangers. Then have a Capital One Cup game away at Luton Town, who I believe we played at the same stage last season, or maybe not, I can't remember. We then have Blackburn at home. Then we have Derby away, Cardiff away, Charlton at home, and Reading away. So very, very busy month, the first month of the season in August. Lots of games. So I'm going to end this little pre-season chat now, get on with game 1, and that'll be the first episode of season 2, and then I'll go back to doing 2 games a video. I did think about 3 excuse me, but that's a lot of editing, and I don't want the video to sort of exceed sort of 18 minutes is what I try and aim to keep it down to. I play 10-minute halves, so I'm looking at an hour's worth of gameplay that I've got to cut down then to less than 18 minutes, which is a lot of editing. So I think I'll probably just stick to the 2 games per episode. So, without further ado, we're going to get into game 1, which is away at Queen's Park Rangers. So I'll see you down on the pitch. Hello and welcome to Friday Night Football to get Season 2 underway as Leeds travel to Queen's Park Rangers for the first game of the season. As we see the Queen's Park Rangers lineup, they'll be playing a 4-5-1, 4-4-1-1 formation. Leeds are playing their 4-2-3-1. As we see the Leeds lineup, Huddleston making his debut, as well as Undoy, the centre back. Queen's Park Rangers will get the season underway. And there's an early chance there, but Silvestri making the save. There's a header, and that's another great save by Silvestri. Leroy Fur there with the header from the free kick. And that was dipping under the bar. Well, that's good play there. He gets into the area. And there's a shot. And that's past the post. Great run there. But the shot not on target. Phillips crosses in again, and there's another header, and this time it's in the back of the net, and Queen's Park Rangers take the lead. And on the balance of play, it's deserved lead. Leeds not dealing with the ball and stuck in their own half. A great header there, Sylvester unable to keep it out. Caballero now on to lead the line in the absence of Wood. We have 2 minutes of added on time at the end of the first half. Leeds struggling again to get things going. Pretty reminiscent of the way they started last season. They could have done without the injury to Wood as well. Dallas now looks to get Caballero in, and Caballero gets there first. He's no support though, but cuts it back and it's cleared. And there goes the whistle for half time, so Queen's Park Rangers in the ascendancy here as they lead by 1-0. So Leeds get us back underway for the second half, trailing by 1-0. Cross in and heads go up. Oh, and there's another Leeds player down injured. What a poor start to the season this is turning out to be at the moment. And Taylor's going to put this out of play. So Berardi is forced off with an injury. And Robinson, who is a left back by trade, will have to come on and play on the right hand side. Caballero and turns his man well and goes for the shot, and there's a great goal, and Caballero marks his debut with a goal for Leeds. Wonderful first time touching turn, took him away from the defender, and that's a wonderful finish, and that will give the young man a lot of confidence on his first game in the English Championship. Great turn there, great shot. And Leeds back on level terms. It's going to be a free kick for Leeds. Just inside the Queen's Park Rangers half, and Beluski will take it. And there's a head to go up, and it's headed behind for a corner. Janska will take the corner, sends it over, and the head to go up, and oh, and that's just wide. Beluski got his head on it as the keeper came out, but couldn't direct the header inside the post. So Leeds make another change as Bianchi comes on, having been out on loan at Ascoli last season. He comes on in the place of Casper Sloth. Cook plays a great ball in for Janska, and Janska goes for the shot, and it's blocked by Perch. Going to be another corner for Leeds. Janska will take this one. That's Evades everybody and comes to Sandro, who will clear for QPR. Now they're on the break now, and it's 4 against 2 here. Oh, and it comes across and it's headed over by Sandro. It's going to be a corner though. The last touch is off Bianchi. Corner swung over, and Silvestri punches clear. Leroy Furno breaking down the left. Dallas puts it forward to Caballero, and now can Leeds break as we enter stoppage time at the end of the game. There's 3 minutes added on time. And there goes the final whistle. It's an opening day draw for Leeds on the road at Queen's Park Rangers. A pretty uninspiring first half, but the second half they came back into it, got the equaliser through their debutant striker Caballero. They'll have to be happy with a point away from home. So it's finished Queen's Park Rangers 1, Leeds United 1. So following the opening night 1-1 draw away to Queen's Park Rangers, Leeds picked up a couple of injuries, but fortunately they're only bruised shoulders for both players. Berardi will be out for about 5 days, and Wood will be out for about 9 days, so at least they're not long-term losses as well. And Villa have not agreed to the loan of Gary Gardner. So we'll probably just put that to bed now and leave that. So that brings to a close this first episode of Season 2. This is VillaBraves, and thank you for watching.